Good afternoon, folks. This is Marius from mariuslandman.com and from the Twitter handle landm_Marius. Today, just another fantastic, beautiful day in Australia, and you really want to take advantage of the beach and the surf. But also, more important, our hearts go out to those people who are riddled with earthquakes today all around the world, and especially those people who have the potential to be in the path of tsunamis. Our hearts also goes out to those people in India and Pakistan, which are riddled with flash floods. So just a closer look at why Bitcoin and altcoins could drop further. On 24 July 2018, Bitcoin topped at 8471 as expected and then retraced back to 6400 range where we are now. And as of today, 23 and 24 August, we are expecting one more final drop going into 24 and 26 August. Basically, we said that the drop could happen here around about 25th of August, but we're just adding one more day on. Now that one final drop, guys, could consist of two fractals. Now I'm going to say this again. The one drop that is going to happen could consist of two fractals or two moves. Okay, algorithm data indicate Bitcoin to form a rising wedge, and you can see here on the bottom of my screen, see this little blue wedge there? That is a rising wedge. And you can see here that we had one leg down, two legs, second leg up, third leg down, fourth way up there, and we are now in the fifth leg. It's forming a little bit of an increase or a uptrend before the market then potentially is going to drop. And this could happen later today, or it could happen in the next 48 hours where the market will simply drop. And then see this blue fractal here? We see another fractal in our algorithm data forming here, but on a smaller scale. So it would not be impossible that from today for the next 10 days, 7 days to 10 days, that we could potentially have a bit of a drop or even just indecision from Bitcoin. Now, I know there's a lot of people and a lot of analysts that are now calling for a breakout of Bitcoin out of these levels. Yes, guys, it could be, but in all respect to all the analysts, I would rather be cautious because we are now forming the seventh leg of the falling wedge. We really want to see that trend coming downwards and touching this bottom of this line here just to confirm that perfect falling wedge before we break out. The problem is, guys, that if we break out here and we just go upwards here prematurely, and I want to mention the word, it's a premature uptrend. It's not in our algorithm. It shouldn't happen. But if that happens for any reason, I guarantee you that the market at some point here is going to drop down and touch a lower level. We need to make one more lower low according to algorithms. Now, how we produce our algorithms, guys, is that we've taken the last 8 or 9 years worth of data of all the charts that we can find for Bitcoin. And what we have done in every single chart, going back, way back 8 or 9 years, is that we created around about 600 points on that chart. And those points are the uptrends and downtrends where Bitcoin basically made a move up or down. So we created these nodes by recreating the graphs, and we've done that for all 8-9 years. We then take that data, import that into a system that we developed. It's a proprietary system built in C++ combined with Python. So we import that data and we realign those charts to lay over each other. We modulate these charts, and then it kicks us out a predictive algorithm. And in our predictive algorithm, it points to one more lower low incoming. So what I am expecting is that the market is going to break down here where my chart is now. It's going to go down there, form another little fractal, which will be a mini rising wedge before the market then drops a little bit further. Now, as you can see here, and I'll get into that a little bit later, is that the market dropped about 22% from that high right down to where we are now. And that could be where we are most likely 50% in play. And I expect another 50% year downwards. Could it be possible that we are going to hit this low here that we identified as 4,989? That is exactly down to the 22% drop. Now, what could potentially happen is that the market can come down here, flash crash, and touch that line, and then shoot up again, consolidate, and then move upwards. Okay, so the main thing here, guys, is that we stay cautious. We are aware that the market could prematurely trend upwards, but we expect the market to break down. This is not a time that you want to enter into the market. You want to sit on the sidelines and wait. Okay. Last year, I only traded 77 days, approximately 77, maybe 79, maybe 90 days, but in that range. I did not trade every single day. And now I'm out of the market, sitting on the sideline, waiting to invest money. And I will not invest money unless I see this downtrend or if I see a confirmed uptrend. We have not seen either of those. So for you guys as premium members, I want you to safeguard your capital and just stay out of the market for the time being. There's no fear of missing out. There's no fear of losing money, because when you sit on the sideline, you cannot lose any money. So let's quickly get into, okay, in this report number 58, I've also left all the data in of report 57, just for those people who are new people. Basically, Bitcoin is forming a very large falling wedge. What happens after a falling wedge? We get a breakout, and that's exactly where we are now. It's similar to that of Apple, and Bitcoin is going to do the same, guys. It's going to break out here, okay? Then it's going to come down and fall down again, almost down to the same point. And this is more or less something that you can take up till about here. From there onwards, something changes. But also just really important, if you look at this here, the Apple chart, you can see that I believe that we are there in the middle now. The 22% drop and another 22% drop. And that little thing there in the middle is the rising wedge that we see here. So there we go down the rising wedge, and we expect another drop there. So keep that picture in mind, and let me go back to Apple again. Let me blow that up. So you can see there is the rising wedge, and what happens after the rising wedge? It falls, and you kind of have like 4 days where the market just simply drops, flash crashes to a certain point before then breaks out. So that is what we expect. Now, if it does not happen, the market can prematurely move upwards. Now, I'm going to show you what you do if the market moves prematurely upwards. Okay, this is what we recommend for a safe zone entry. So for all the new people, most of you guys have actually seen that. I'm placing my buy orders here. Okay, exactly there. But if the market now prematurely were to move upwards, it's going to make a turn and then break upwards. First of all, we want that to break that resistance line there. There is your resistance line. Once it goes to 7159, that is where you place your orders. So do not buy yet. You either buy here at the bottom, okay, or you buy at level number 2. Okay, so let's have a look here at the chart. This is the live chart. Here you can see is that little fractal, the blue line there, or the blue element with the rising wedge, and we expect that now to start dropping below. And as of now, it's 6502. So guys, we expect this drop to happen here where the blue lines are, another fractal there, and then a drop below. If the market, and I'm saying this again, if the market turns around and goes upwards, you take your safe zone number 2. You don't just buy yet, guys, because the market may break this and it may come up to here without breaking that resistance line. And many people could potentially buy at these levels because they think the market is going to break out, just for the market then to turn around and come down again. That is also a possibility. The line where you buy is that 7159, roundabout at that level, once we break confirmation of this resistance line. But in essence, guys, we follow this report number 58 now. We expect the market to go down, and this is exactly where I am planning to place my orders for, not necessarily Bitcoin, but when Bitcoin reaches that level, then I will go and buy Digibyte, ZRX, BAT, XLM, all those that are really in the Marius model portfolio number 2. The moral of the story, guys, is that we want to buy low, sell high. You don't want to buy at these levels now. The market is in an indecision phase, and there's more downside to come to this Bitcoin and altcoins. So yeah, guys, so this is report number 58. And for those people, again, that are new, I have included all the data from report number 57 in this report as well. So thank you, guys. Have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.